Well, we've always had a set of expectations going into our 5-year plan, and this year is to win a conference championship. We've been kind of behind. Last year we were supposed to be third. We ended up fourth. COVID doesn't help with that, but everything we have focused right now is to win a conference championship.
What's the pitching situation looking like coming into the season?
I think we're pretty solid, actually. A lot of question was about losing our senior pitchers from last year, and they have great opportunities. They got a chance to go on to some incredible master's programs, so we're excited for them. But we're strong with Vasquez that came in, Bree that transferred in from UCF. She's going to step right in as our number one. Denali, who didn't get a chance much to pitch last year, she'll be a sophomore this year. She's really holding down the number 2 spot. She sees a lot of great pitches on her drop ball, her changeup. She moves the ball really well. And then you've got Greer that's coming in from California, Cerna that's coming in from California, and then our Indiana girl, Henderson, who really, her and her sister Anna catches for her, and she's just solid. She's going to be in good shape. So we've got 5 players that in any situation, I think it's a really good staff that's going to keep us in a lot of games.
And a lot of the best hitters are back too this year. Do you expect that to be like a big strength of the team?
It is. With Kalina coming back and Nia coming back, and Denali, there's 3 power hitters right now in the lineup. Peak is really stepping up. Our catcher stepping up in the hitting spot. And then you get like I said, the 2 Henderson sisters that are incredible at the plate. You got an All-American coming in, Morris that's coming in from DMAC, transferred as an All-American. She's seeing some good things this year. I just think that you're right. I think the strength right now is going to be our hitting. Our pitching is young, with Bree being the only senior, and then the rest are 1 sophomore and the rest are freshmen. It'll be challenging for the freshmen to step up right away, but we're excited about what they're going to do.
What have you seen from Vasquez so far since coming in?
Yeah, she's fun to watch because she's basically. She's a rise ball pitcher. She's also has a changeup. She's working on her screw and curve. She just has a lot in her arsenal. She did great against UCF. At UCF she faced Florida and beat Florida her junior year down there. So she just come in that maturity. The kids are always looking at her. The young kids are looking up to her and kind of figured out what it is to be at that level and how to play against the best. And she's just a great mentor, great leader for the younger freshmen.
What's it going to be like finally playing a quote-unquote normal season with the
I'm glad you asked that, yeah, because it is. 2 years of waiting for a full season. We're keeping our fingers crossed and our prayers going that it actually happens this year. But, yeah, we're excited about actually getting 56 games in this season. Yeah, good question.
And talk to me about Nia Carter a little bit. She came on really strong her first year and had another great year last year. So what do you expect from her this year?
More of the same. She is just someone that is solid at the plate. She's someone that we know will get the hits, will get the RBIs when we need it. She's just such a solid player. We had her in the number 2 spot and number 3 spot last year, with Brylee kind of stepping up into the 1 spot in the lineup, and it's hard to know where to put her. She's such a great hitter, and we need her to have runners on when she's at the plate because she just does so much. You saw her sneaky bunts that she'll get a chance to do. So she has a lot in her package that can help us out. Yeah.
How helpful is it to have the couple of freshmen who had the All Big Ten freshman recognition last year coming back now with another year of development? Yeah,
with Brylee and with Klostermann, those 2 they're just great Iowa kids. We love them because they're really showing that we're getting the opportunity to get the best Iowa players into Iowa. And having them as freshman class, and then Denali being second team all conference was huge. And having her back on the mound. I think that's what's going to be fun is no one knows what she's about because she didn't pitch at all last year. So she's going to be coming up as a secret weapon on the mound. Yeah.
And a lot of leaders graduated last year too. How have some people stepped up, and who has stepped up so far this year?
Yeah, you've got it. It's really fun to watch. It's very large freshman class. We only have 3 seniors and 3 juniors, so it's a very young team this year. But it's like 1 through 9. They're basically, the kids are working hard together as a team. We really don't have that one big leadership that's coming in, but I think you're seeing a lot out of the younger classmen. Bree's a great leader for the freshmen coming in, but she's new too, so she's learning the ropes and figuring things out. Of course, like you said, Denali and Klostermann coming back from last year, they give us a lot of strength in the leadership role. And then Kalina, always, strong as a junior, strong leader, really kind of sets the standard of what is expected and where we're going to go with the program.
And what's it like, kind of like that first month and a half, with all that travel and stuff away? Is it nice to kind of get out of Iowa for a little bit, or does it feel
Yeah,
kind of
we'll
weird?
find out. I don't know that even in my career that I've had 6 weeks straight on the road. So you think about our sophomores, even some of our juniors, but mostly our sophomores and freshmen, they haven't had 56 games in a season. They haven't played it. So it's going to be new for all of them to kind of know what it's like of how to have that tenacity to keep moving forward when you don't feel 100% and how to fight, because the other teams are fighting the same way of being able to step up on those days you don't feel like you can handle it. So I think it's going to be a team effort. Like I said, I love where this chemistry is with the team. I love the camaraderie they have, and I think they're all going to be fighting for each other in those first 6 weeks. But yeah, it's going to be. We figured we have Monday, Tuesdays, and some Wednesdays off, and then we're on the road for the next 6 weeks. So it's going to be interesting.
I have to ask about the therapy dog. How did that come about?
Mally, oh yeah, Mally's a sweetheart. So Erin Johnson, she's had this dog, was kind of trained to be a therapy dog, was taking it to nursing homes, and we have talked about Michigan has, Hutch has her dog that's at practice every day, and then we talked a little bit about North Carolina baseball has a therapy dog that actually collects the bat and brings it back to the hitter on deck. So she goes, well, we can train Mally to do this. And so she started the training process. In the academic services, they bring in therapy dogs during the final week to kind of help with the kids to relax and not panic about final week. So we kind of pulled all that together and said, well, we need to have this for our team. Mental health is such a huge issue right now. We need to find a way to help our players through all that. And so she trained him, got him practiced and on the team and met the players, and it all was a great mix for us. And so she came in, and like you said, she's running with the players. It helps the coaches out when we need it. So yeah, she's been a great addition to our team. Yeah, she's got a book out now too. It's like The Adventures of Mally. So it's a children's book, and it's really neat that she is getting a lot of recognition right now and helping us out in the process.
Have you seen that make an impact yet with players?
I do. I really do. You think about how your schedule is for a student athlete, and it's go, 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 go. And to be able to just take a moment to pet a dog or to throw a ball and just realize that everything's going to be okay, it makes a world of difference for our practices. Yeah.
How soon will Mally be shagging bats?
I don't know that she can fit one in her mouth, but
right.
yeah, we'll definitely figure out some new rules for her as the season goes on. Yeah.
Coach, we look at this roster and the season coming up. What excites you about this team and this roster coming up?
We've got the youth that a lot of people would worry about, but I think that's an advantage for us. Teams don't know anything about us. I mean, we've got 10 freshmen on the team, and I think it's the excitement of being able to kind of sneak up on some teams this year. We have 5 pitchers that basically no one has seen. So every game we go out, it's going to be a new experience. And I just love like I said, the connection this team has with each other, and they're so strong with that. We play a lot with not focusing on so much the team that we're going up against, but we're focusing on what we're doing as a team, and I see every day they're getting a little bit better. So I'm just excited to see where they're going to be at the end of the season compared to where we are now.
In year 4 for you, Coach, you've kind of been on a steady rise each year. I mean, do you kind of sense a sense of confidence within the staff and the team here?
Absolutely. I think that's the culture that we've been trying to build since day one, is having them understand what it's like to be a top 25 program. What does that look like? And where does that take us? And so this team has that feeling. They understand that, we're playing Oklahoma this year, and we have to play the best to be the best. So they understand that that's part of the process, and very excited about that. So I think that culture that we're building, that expectation of being top 25 every year, is there with this program.
Thank you.
That's good.
You know what's good?
Thank you, guys.
Awesome.
Thank you. Normal season this year.
It's very exciting. Obviously, last year we only got to play conference games, which, I mean, there's still a lot of competition in the Big Ten, but to face other teams, like this year we're facing teams in the top 25, that's really exciting. It'll just put us on a bigger perspective, and like last year we didn't get to go to regionals, and I think the Big Ten, like only playing Big Ten, played a role in that. So hopefully this year when we play top 25 teams, we get to expand that and hopefully make it to regionals.
Coach was kind of talking about one of the strengths of this team being hitting. You know, how are you trying to like help add to that, and how do you see that playing out this year?
My biggest role is just to get on base and move runners. We have like different batting things, like there's power hitters, there's slappers, there's just gap-to-gap hitters, and like my main role is probably power hitting. With that, my role is to hit doubles and move the runners and score runners. So the biggest thing for me is just to see the ball and put it in play, and that's my way of getting on base.
You had a pretty impressive freshman campaign. How do you kind of plan to build on that and move forward this year?
Just to stay confident and relaxed in the box, not put pressure on myself to like be better this year. I mean, obviously I want to do that, but just to stay relaxed and just be the best I can be is my perspective of it.
And Coach said you're going to be pitching a little more this year. Does that excite you to be kind of a two-way player there?
Yes, definitely. I love pitching. You get the ball in your hand 24/7, so that's like what I love about it. And having that two-way thing, if I'm struggling at one thing, that's kind of my way of not focusing on that and when I'm struggling at, just to go to the next thing and then be the best I can be at that. So.
What's it been like kind of being on a team where you have some younger players like yourself really stepping up into some leadership roles?
Like Coach G said, it's kind of hard because obviously we don't have that experience being leaders and stuff, so we all have to step up and be the best we can be, and just working together as a team is like the most important thing. I think we've done a good job adjusting because obviously we only have 3 seniors, and Kate Claypool and Brylee Vaquez, like she said, has done a great job of being those leaders and helping us out, but otherwise I think everyone has stepped up and played a pretty good role. So.
And how exciting is it kind of being part of a program that's been on a steady rise for the past 3 years?
It's like awesome because it's like I'm a part of that going bigger. Obviously we're the underdogs and there's not as much pressure as being the big dog, I guess. So to beat like those teams like Oklahoma and stuff, like getting the opportunity to play them, the pressure's on them because obviously they're playing a team that's not ranked. So us being an underdog and being on that rise is really cool, and I think it's just going to be awesome. So.
Cool.
Good.
Anything else?
Thanks.
Denali.
So how does it feel to be going into your sophomore year after a really productive freshman year?
I mean, I think it's just really exciting for us. I think we have a lot to prove this year, especially with being young, but I just am excited about, having another season, getting better each year, so yeah, it's really exciting.
Just the strength of the hitting room as a whole, you know, how does it feel to kind of be a part of that, and how do you help this team kind of get on base a lot?
Yeah, I think we have a really good lineup this year. I think we have a lot of depth. I think we're going to be really strong at the plate and in the field, and it's just really exciting to know that we have this coming in, so yeah.
What has been your main focus this offseason? I guess for you personally and for the team, what have been kind of some areas that you guys really worked on?
Yeah, we've just been working on kind of becoming a team with a bunch of new people. I think one of our biggest things is we want to go out there and just compete with every team. I think with playing teams in the top 25 and that have made it to the regionals last year, I think it's really important that we just compete with them and show them what we got. I think we're coming in as the underdogs, but I think we can prove a lot of people wrong this year.
What's it going to be like playing a full season, actually, with non-conference and everything?
Yeah, I haven't had a season like that, so it's kind of new for a lot of us, but I think it's very exciting. A lot of newness for everyone, but I think that makes it even more fun because we don't know what to expect. But I think playing those bigger teams, getting our name out there is definitely going to be huge for us.
And kind of going off of that, you know, with the first 6 weeks of the season being a lot of travel, you know, how are you anticipating dealing with that, and kind of what is that like as a student athlete trying to kind of balance?
Yeah, I think just communicating with teachers is a big thing. I haven't been on the road for 6 weeks straight, so it's going to be just time management, dealing with things, kind of keeping our mental health in check, but also like just being confident and knowing that like we can get through the season. I think it's going to be really important to like deal with the traveling and everything, but I think we're going to do well with it.
Speaking of mental health, what's it been like having Mally around?
Oh yeah, Mally's great. I mean, she just brightens everyone's day, comes up, gives us kisses, and we love having her here.
Any favorite stories of Mally? Not to put you on the spot here.
Oh gosh. I don't know. I think when Maggie Vasa dressed up as her for Halloween, that was pretty funny.
Anything else, guys?
Nope.
I think you're good.
Thanks.
Thank you. This is the Iowa program.
Honestly, it's been amazing. I've had an awesome time being here just for the short amount of time that I have. I'm still getting used to the weather. It's been very cold, but I feel like I've learned how to layer up. But other than that, the school, the girls, just the atmosphere here in Iowa has just been awesome, and I've loved it.
What was the main selling point? Why did you choose to come here and be a Hawkeye?
Well, Coach D did recruit me when I was in high school to go to UCF, so I kind of had that connection with her already, and we were talking on the phone, and the other visits that I did take, the only thing I could think about was Iowa, so that was kind of like the main key for me. It was like, if I can't stop thinking about it, I know I have to go there.
Tell us a little bit about your pitching style. What do you kind of throw? How do you describe yourself out there in the circle?
I say for me, it's more of everything I have is kind of up. Like my curveball will go up, my rise will go up, my rise ball basically goes up. I don't throw too hard, mid-60s. I would say I have like a hard ball, but other than that, for me, everything goes up. I like to stay calm and collected when I'm out there and just really try and slow myself down.
And Coach kind of mentioned, like playing Florida and, beating them. How are you using those experiences going into Big Ten play this year?
Yeah, I kind of want to use the same mentality that I used when I played them. I know for me, when I went out there, I was like, there's nothing to lose, like give it my all. What else can I lose? So kind of having that same mentality going in there, being confident in myself and trusting what I can throw. And with this squad, the defense that we have behind us, like it's amazing. So knowing that I have them behind my back, even up to bat, it's going to be awesome. Just keeping the same mindset.
And some of the other players kind of talked about having that underdog mentality as a team. Do you think that's gonna help take some of the stress off the team and really just help y'all enjoy playing this year?
Yeah, I think that's going to fire us up. I know Coach D mentioned it, that they had ranked us 10 to come in the Big Ten, and we were all kind of shocked. And I mean, I wasn't here for the last season, but from what I can tell, like they did what they needed to do to prove themselves. So I feel like they're going to go in with that same mentality as a group, and just it's going to fire all of us up to really prove to everybody, like, hey, we deserve to be here just as much as these other people do.
Cool. Anything else?
Okay, I have to ask too about Mally. What's it been
Oh my
like?
God, I love Mally. The other day, actually, we had a scrimmage, and I kind of had a little bit of a breakdown, and I literally looked down, and Mally's right there just looking at me, and I'm like, this is what I needed. She's awesome. She brightens everybody's day. When we're stretching, she'll go down the line, and she'll like lick all of us and just like give us a paw, and it's awesome. I love having her around.
Cool.
Thanks.
I think you're good.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.